Hello and welcome to Let's Play Modded Skyrim Part 32. Last time, of course, we headed down the rat way, we found the Thieves Guild. Now Lydia's just getting in the way, we're running past her. Either that we can dragon shout her if she insists on being so irritating, but no, she's gonna let us past. Yeah, last time we went into the rat way, we found the Thieves Guild, we got another mission, and that mission is TCB or taking care of business. Just reminds me a lot of that Seinfeld episode where Kramer was TCBing for that company he was not being paid to work for. Okay, we have 3 people to find for this TCB mission.
You gonna buy something, or just here for just what you see here?
These people are in the Bee and Barb. That's the tavern owner. I'm just gonna sell off the iron shield that I nicked off one of the lowlifes. So we have to go to the Bee and Barb. We have to use Talon J, who's the
Come back when you're ready to spend
sort
more
of the
gold.
bus boy who's in love with the innkeeper. And then we have to go to the bunkhouse to steal a statue of Dibella and convince Helga. And then our last one is to go to the Pawn Prawn to convince Baron Honeyhand, I think his name is, although I can't quite remember. So, taking care of business, we have to go to speak to Talonjay to get to Kariva, and Kariva is the innkeeper here. This is quite a neat mission. No killing required, no threatening required either, and we get to hear a bit of dialogue.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
This is the lizard we want.
What do you want?
How did you meet
I met her
Kariva?
when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me.
I wonder if this place
In
is
Blackmarsh,
worth
tradition
lunchtime.
dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
That's another mission for me. 3 flawless
Do you know of
amethysts.
any cure for
I was
vampirism?
hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
I'll just have to kill a few people to get those amethysts.
Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems,
I don't
the
They
ones
don't
on
mind
the
blood
outside,
diamonds.
represent the
Why
couple
don't
to be
you
married.
go for a change?
One for the husband, one for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives.
The Hist is something that I really don't know too much about.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
There's a lot of gossip.
Look, I'm
going
only
about
telling you
all
this
this
because I
way.
care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Okay, so that was quite on rails, but
If
thank you
you'll
very much,
excuse
Talon
me,
J,
I
for
have other
betraying
things to
your
attend
future
to.
wife.
Here for a room or something to drink?
No, I've
Throw
already
me
had a
some
room.
coin first.
I've already had something to drink. I've paid you plenty. Now you give me money.
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Then
Very
pay
well.
up.
Here, take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble
It's only
from me.
100 gold. She can get that for selling 4 bottles of mead. That's the
Look,
first
I
mark
already
done
said
then.
Shadra doesn't owe me a thing.
First TCB mission. Our next mission shall be to steal Helga's statue of Dibella. And Helga runs the bunkhouse that's here. The bunkhouse isn't an inn or anything like that. The bunkhouse appears just to be an NPC hangout. So you can't actually sleep there, you can't rent a room, you can't even buy anything there. It's just a place where you can get missions and you can meet some of the NPCs. That's Helga there with the arrow on her head. And that's her lovely assistant, and a moose. And this statue of Dibella, I wonder where it is. This is the bunkhouse where all the NPCs sleep around. She might have kept the statue of Dibella in one of these tables, so I'll have a quick look. There's a wooden bowl I could steal, completely useless.
Together we are stronger. All for one and one.
Charcoal, completely useless. Of course, I might be looking in completely the wrong place, because this, after all, is the bunkhouse where people sleep, and I guess she sleeps in a much better room.
I will protect you with my life.
I just knew you would say so.
This must be a female bunk room, the other one a male bunk room. Doesn't look too promising though. I don't think she'd keep it here. Maybe behind that. There it is. Too obvious. Is that solid gold? A value of 100. That is well worthwhile. I could just steal that and that would cover the debt. Okay, I've got the statue, so let's see what that does.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
Okay.
Not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
She's got 100 gold and she thinks she's got nothing of value left. Okay, let's speak to her lovely assistant, Svana Farshield. She's got something funny with her eyes.
Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things.
Sounds quite typical for a medieval type
It's
bar.
not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously.
Dibella is a goddess of
she's slept with
fertility, I
3
think.
different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing?
What kind of woman would sleep with
Just
3
for
women and
once,
3 men
I'd like
in a
to
month?
see her squirm, to rub her nose
Okay.
in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out.
Sounds like another quest coming
You
up.
see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what
Everything
she'd do.
comes in 3s. Draga, Amethyst,
Oh, this is going to be great!
Marks,
You need to get the marks
TCB.
of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indarin. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
Bowley, I think you find him in the B
Try
and
and
bar
get those
a lot
marks
of the
without
time.
violence, please. I don't want to be
Holgrim,
responsible for their
I have
deaths.
no
Or
idea.
yours.
Indarin is one of the leaders, or one of the people who runs Blackbriar Meader, and you can recognise him because he's a dark elf. The other 2 are Nord, so I have no idea what they look like. That is Honeyside, that is the player home, but I haven't bought that yet. And this here with a nice arrow on it, this is the Pawn Prawn where we need to end up. I'll look out for arrows this time.
You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
Need a drink, you go to the Bee and Barb. Stay out of the ragged flag.
Ooh, what's this?
Stay out of the
This
rat
looks like the Dwemer thing I have to smash. What do you think of that?
Oh no. You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
Let's see if you want that
Oh.
smashed.
There's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Bursty Honey Hand. So you don't even need to smash his Dwemer pot. Tempting though. This gold is starting to weigh me down a lot. So I think I need to sell a few things to him. Either that, I could shift up a few things to Villager.
I hope you're here for friendlier reasons.
Yeah, let's sell off a few things. This
Oh, a bit of this,
gold
a
mod
bit of
is
that.
annoying me a bit. The fact that gold weighs an ounce per coin. It basically makes it much more efficient to carry around emeralds. That's quite handy. There's a ring of resist magic, and that's only 1,000 gold. 10% resistance of magic is well worthwhile for me. We read that book, beggar. I can't remember whether I discussed the book Thief, but that was a good book to read. I sound quite sad, but I'm looking forward to reading the last book, Warrior, where I'm sure Eslov turns into a warrior. And I'm sure, since I'm quite good at guessing the endings of these books, that he eventually turns out to be High King of Skyrim. I've got this Amulet of Mara. I never wear it. I never wear it because I don't want to have marriage proposals going all over the place whenever I speak to Lydia or whenever I speak to Villager. These potions actually weigh quite a lot. They weigh half a pound each. So they're probably weighing me down a lot. I'll get rid of all the poisons that I don't particularly need. I've got a lot of minor stamina potions. I hardly ever use stamina potions in combat, mainly because I let Villager and I let Lydia do most of the fighting, but I find that my health gets snapped away far more quickly than my stamina gets snapped away. So let's buy that ring of resist magic. 1,022 gold. It saves me £100 worth of weight.
I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
I'm quite happy with that. That's a good bargain. Sometimes when you put a ring on, it gives you a little magical effect over your body. Not that time though. So, that's all 3 marks done. And I don't think there's anything else to do apart from to go back into the Ratway and tell Brynjolf that I finished the quest. That should get me into the Thieves Guild properly.
I really hate necromancers. They chop people up.
Now that I've actually pulled down that drawbridge, getting to the Thieves Guild should be a lot easier. What else do I need to do? Return to Brynjolf. That's the last part of the quest. No more running around. Completing the Thieves Guild, or getting far in the Thieves Guild questline, actually gives you some neat equipment as well. I've got studded armor for light armor, but you actually get awarded light armor. I think it's Thieves Guild light armor once you're in proper with the Thieves Guild, and you actually get some even better light armor later on. So that and the Dark Brotherhood are the quest lines that give you decent light armor. Of course you could get glass, but that's going to be when I'm quite high level.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself to Brynjolf.
Okay, there's Brynjolf over here.
I trust everything went well.
So I've heard. Thanks to you, this should be the last time they forget to pay. One small detail, though. I need all the gold they gave you. No one skims around here. Come back when you've got every last coin.
Of course, I completely forgot about the gold, because I did spend it on a nice magic ring. I hope you don't mind that. But the Thieves Guild is quite forgiving, aren't they? They don't actually mind that you spent their gold on something else. Luckily I left some gold with Villager, who somehow has got a huge carrying capacity. I think she must be an individual special race. She can't be a Nord, otherwise she couldn't carry that much. As you know, I've got a mod that reduces the encumbrance of all the races. So Khajiit's 80, Nords
job's done and you even brought the gold.
Can carry 120, but Vilja can carry a lot more.
Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Well, I've got 300 gold taken away from me, and in return what I get is 3 fairly useless potions.
Like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. That enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
That is quite true, actually, because the more you do in the Thieves Guild, the more the Thieves Guild base actually gets upgraded.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We could talk later.
That's a neat secret passageway. You can try and open that later on if you're not a Thieves Guild member, but that's actually an expert or hard lock, and plus everyone becomes violent if you try and open it up. So it looks like this is the Thieves Guild for proper now. It's before it was just the pub.
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
And I suspect this is another initiation rite.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. Break the rules and you lose your share. No debates.
I noticed they've actually got shoulder pad bandoliers. That's probably where the modder got his models from.
Do I make myself clear?
This Mercer Frey guide sounds like a complete asshole.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Goldenwool, are you?
I somehow sense that he's a bad guy.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude
for
our line of work. So
I know we're in the Thieves Guild and everyone's a bad guy, but he's a proper bad guy.
One of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean.
This is quite a big
You can't turn a profit by
don't you
killing.
think so?
You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
So cool. New armor.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm.
An upgrade.
They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
I wonder if maybe you could teach me.
Okay, so our next mission is Golden Glow Estate. Golden Glow Estate is just to the west of Riften. It's not too far out.
Them at our backs, we'd be
It's
in
another
serious trouble.
sneaking subterfuge mission. What we need to do is burn down 3 beehives, and we need to go into the main Golden Glow Estate, and then we need to empty out the safe.
Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
What I will have to do is actually dump my followers, because when you sneak around with someone like Lydia, you actually get detected if Lydia gets detected. With her sneaking skills and her wearing steel armor, she's always going to be found out.
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Okay, so that's about all we're going to get through for now, and next time we'll do the next mission and we'll pick up some of the Thieves Guild armor. We'll also dump my companions as well. So I shall see you next time on Let's Play Modded Skyrim.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Now.